So the first one is really that AI acceleration is not AI replacement, right? I don't think you and I have never gone to our teams and leadership and been like, I need less help. Like that is just like not what happens, right? The nature of that changes a little bit. Like to the third column's point, I think I focus so much more now on how do I move that number versus like how do I build a static experiment. But the need for help is like it actually just grows because you're like, oh, what about all the other things I've always wanted to try and build or impact or what have you. I think the middle one is, and the second idea here is really like AI strategy can grow from small wins. I know there's, as Jeff talked about, like there is that top-down pressure that is so real. I think we all feel that. I certainly feel that. But your AI strategy can grow from that, like that small, like, hey, we've got something that works. It saved me, like in Jeff's first case, like I think it saved him like 15 minutes, right? And like, but like that was 15 minutes that we repeatedly and reliably could save on a regular basis. And it allowed us to get a toehold and really start to grow and build from that.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm an ops professional. I've spent a lot of my career building, like, and executing and copying and pasting, and like, it's not the greatest use of my time. And what this has done is unlocked my ability to solve more problems, to run more tests, to do more iterations of things that I wasn't able to do before because I was busy labeling a task. So it just opens up the possibility. And for me as a marketing ops professional, one of the things that I've been a broken record about my entire career is like being more strategic, bringing marketing ops to the table. And now I'm there. I'm at the table because I'm able to have this picture because I'm not so deep in the weeds. I have this bigger view of all of the things that are going on. And that is priceless in my perspective.